Forget the advice that you need to drink 8 glasses of water every day.
Set it aside for just a moment.
Because right now, we are about to enter a world where searching for drinking water is not a constant obsession. Welcome to the Sahara, the largest hot desert on the planet. It is nearly as large as the entire United States.
This is a gigantic furnace.
Daytime temperatures can easily rise above 40 or even 50 degrees Celsius.
In many places, rainfall is almost non-existent.
Some regions can go for years without receiving a single drop of water.
Sand, rocks, and scorching winds seem to be all that exists here. People often call it the Dead Land. A name that appears perfectly reasonable considering its extreme harshness. Yet amid this endless sea of sand and devastating heat, life does not merely survive.
It thrives in extraordinary ways.
Many people mistakenly imagine this place as hell on Earth. Yet certain creatures have evolved into true masters of survival. They have faced the desert's most fatal weakness, the lack of water. And they have turned that weakness into a problem with a solution. In today's video, we will lift the veil of mystery and uncover the astonishing secrets of these survival masters.
How can a creature live while barely drinking a single drop of water?
How can it transform stored fat into a precious source of life? Are you ready to be amazed by nature's limitless creativity?
Let us begin our journey.
How can a creature live while barely drinking a single drop of water?
When we think of the symbol of the desert, the first image that comes to mind is the camel. These enormous ships of the desert slowly make their way across the sea of sand, carrying their distinctive humps on their backs. This title is no exaggeration. A camel can travel hundreds of kilometers. Crossing some of the driest regions on Earth for weeks at a time. But what gives it such extraordinary strength?
For centuries, people mistakenly believed that a camel's hump was a gigantic water tank.
The truth is far more remarkable. The hump does not contain a single drop of water. Instead, it is a concentrated reserve of fat.
But why fat?
The answer lies in one of life's biochemical miracles.
Fat is an extremely efficient source of energy.
More importantly, when a camel burns this fat for energy, one of the byproducts created is water. That is right. The camel produces water from the fat stored on its own back.
This is known as metabolic water.
In theory, every gram of fat that is metabolized can produce an equivalent amount of water, or even slightly more.
The hump is not a storage tank. It is a mobile water production facility. But this is only one part of the camel's survival toolkit.
To truly become a master of the desert, it possesses an entire range of other adaptations. Let us begin with its ability to tolerate dehydration. While humans may become critically ill after losing only about 10 to 15% of their body weight through dehydration,
a camel can calmly survive after losing as much as 30 or even 40% of its body weight.
when it finally finds water, it demonstrates another extraordinary ability: rapid rehydration. A thirsty camel can drink more than 100 liters of water, sometimes as much as 130 to 150 liters, within only a few minutes. For most other creatures, consuming such a massive quantity of water so quickly could be deadly.
But not for a camel.
Its red blood cells have a unique oval shape, allowing them to stretch and remain flexible. While withstanding the dramatic changes in pressure that occur during rapid rehydration, these cells also allow blood to continue flowing efficiently, even when it becomes highly concentrated during dehydration.
Next comes the camel's extremely efficient water recycling system. Its kidneys are highly advanced filtering machines, capable of concentrating urine as much as possible. Its intestines reabsorb almost all the water from its food,
leaving its dung so dry that it can immediately be used as fuel for a fire.
Even breathing becomes a tool for conserving water.
A camel's nostrils contain complex spiral-shaped structures that function as heat and moisture exchangers. They capture water vapor from the lungs instead of allowing it to escape into the air. Finally, there is the camel's unique strategy for regulating body temperature. Instead of trying to maintain a constant temperature of 37 degrees Celsius, which would require sweating and losing water, the dromedary camel allows its body temperature to fluctuate over a wide range, from approximately 34 degrees Celsius at night to 41 degrees Celsius during the day. By allowing its body to heat up gradually, the camel minimizes its need to sweat. In addition, its thick coat is not simply designed to keep it warm.
It actually acts as insulation, preventing the desert heat from entering its body during the day.
while retaining warmth during the cold desert night.
From its water-producing hump and oval-shaped blood cells to its nearly perfect water recycling system,
the camel does not merely survive in the desert.
It has conquered it.
let us leave the giants behind and venture into the darkness of the desert night, where the true masters of survival are often much smaller. When the sun goes down, a tiny creature with long, powerful hind legs begins its daily life,
looking like a miniature kangaroo.
It moves across the sand in a series of rapid jumps, a dance of life in the desert.
This is the jerboa, a true resident of the Sahara.
What makes the jerboa legendary is an almost unbelievable fact. Many jerboas live their entire lives without ever needing to drink a single drop of water.
How is that possible?
Their main source of water comes from an unexpected place: the dry seeds they eat every night.
Like camels, jerboas are experts at producing metabolic water. When the carbohydrates inside these dry seeds are digested, water is created.
To a jerboa, every seed is not merely food. It is also a water capsule waiting to be released.
However, producing water is not enough. To survive, the jerboa must conserve every single water molecule as efficiently as possible. Its secret weapon is a pair of kidneys that rank among the most efficient in the mammalian world. The jerboa's kidneys can concentrate its urine to an extraordinary degree, leaving it almost crystalline.
This reduces water loss to nearly zero.
In addition, the jerboa's entire lifestyle has been optimized to conserve water.
It is completely nocturnal, allowing it to avoid the scorching heat of the day.
During daylight hours, it shelters inside deep and complex underground burrow systems. At those depths, temperatures are more stable, and the air contains more moisture.
But the jerboa takes its strategy one step further.
Before resting, it seals the entrances to its burrow with sand and soil.
This action does not merely protect it from predators.
It is also an intelligent method of trapping humid air inside and creating an ideal microclimate.
Like the camel, the jerboa also has specially structured nasal passages that recover moisture from its breath.
Even the way it stores food contributes to its survival strategy. Seeds stored inside the burrow gradually absorb moisture from the humid air.
When the jerboa later eats these seeds, it receives not only nutrients,
but also the tiny yet precious amount of water that has accumulated inside them. By transforming dry seeds into water, using ultra-efficient kidneys, and adopting a fully nocturnal lifestyle, this tiny creature has turned itself into a closed ecosystem.
A mobile oasis in the heart of the desert. We have only completed part of our journey. Traveling from the gigantic ship of the desert to the tiny recycling champion.
If you are amazed by nature's creativity, do not hesitate to press the like button.
And now, prepare yourself for our next wonder.
A creature that has transformed its own body into a natural cooling system. Amid the brilliant golden sands of the Sahara lives a tiny creature with an unbelievably adorable appearance. It weighs only about 1 kilogram, yet it possesses an enormous pair of ears. This is the Fennec fox, the smallest fox species in the world.
Do not allow its cute appearance to deceive you. Beneath that appearance is a perfect survival machine.
The Fennec fox's ultimate survival weapon is its oversized ears.
They can grow up to 15 centimeters long.
These ears perform 2 extremely important functions. First, they act as a natural cooling system. Their large surface area is covered by a dense network of blood vessels located close to the skin. When hot blood flows through these vessels, heat is quickly released into the surrounding air. This helps cool the fox's body. Without requiring it to sweat or pant, activities that would cause water loss. Essentially, the Fennec fox carries 2 biological cooling panels on its head. The second function is that of a highly sensitive radar system.
The Fennec fox's hearing is so sharp that it can detect the movements of insects and small rodents hiding beneath the sand.
Its ears work like 2 satellite dishes.
Allowing it to locate its prey with remarkable accuracy.
Like other desert survival masters, the Fennec fox can live without drinking water directly. It obtains all the moisture it needs from food such as insects, bird eggs, lizards, and even plant roots. Its kidneys have also evolved to become extremely efficient. This does not mean that Fennec foxes never drink water. They will drink whenever the opportunity arises. The important point is that they do not need to drink in order to survive. Their lifestyle has also been perfectly adapted to desert conditions. Fennec foxes are nocturnal.
During the day, they shelter inside deep and complex burrows.
Burrows that they dig into the sand dunes.
their cream-colored fur does more than provide camouflage. It performs two functions: reflecting sunlight during the day and retaining warmth during the cold desert night.
Even the soles of their feet are covered with thick fur,
protecting them from being burned while walking across the hot sand.
With ears that function as both radar systems and cooling devices, the Fennec fox is a perfect example of multifunctional adaptation.
A brilliant survival engineer of the Sahara. Across the endless sand dunes, an almost ghostly white figure moves through the landscape. It is the Addax antelope, one of the largest and rarest mammals still surviving in the central Sahara. With its magnificent long, spiraled horns, the Addax is the embodiment of resilience.
What makes the Addax unique is its ability to remain almost completely independent of permanent water sources.
It can survive for extremely long periods without drinking, because it obtains all the moisture it needs from the desert grasses and shrub leaves it eats. One of the Addaxon's most remarkable adaptations is its coat.
Its fur changes color according to the season.
During summer, the coat becomes almost completely white or light sandy in color, helping reflect solar radiation and keep the animal cool. When winter arrives, its coat changes to a darker grayish-brown color. Allowing it to absorb more warmth from the sunlight. To deal with the sandy terrain, the Addax is equipped with a specialized set of hooves.
Its wide, flat hooves function like snowshoes, distributing its weight and preventing it from sinking deeply into the soft sand. Like the camel, the Addax is also a master of body temperature regulation. It is mainly active during the cooler parts of the day,
and allows its body temperature to rise significantly.
This reduces the temperature difference between its body and the surrounding environment,
minimizing water loss through sweating. However, the story of the Addax is also a warning.
Because it is adapted to living in remote regions, it moves relatively slowly
And can easily become a target for hunters. Tragically, this incredibly resilient animal is now facing extinction. It is classified as critically endangered.
with estimates suggesting that fewer than 100 individuals remain in the wild.
The Addax represents a paradox of the desert.
It is perfectly equipped to defeat the forces of nature. Yet it is losing its battle against humanity.
Our journey would not be complete without mentioning the silent masters of survival, the plant world.
When people think about desert plants, many immediately imagine cacti.
Although the Sahara is not the native home of the iconic cactus species found in the Americas, it contains other succulent survival masters that use similar and equally remarkable strategies. Unlike animals, plants must face the desert's brutality directly. Their most obvious strategy is the ability to store water.
Their stems and leaves have evolved into thick, fleshy structures that function like storage tanks.
Their surfaces are often covered with a thick, waxy layer
that minimizes evaporation.
Their root systems are also highly intelligent when it comes to collecting water. Some species develop wide networks of shallow roots that can quickly absorb water from brief rainstorms.
Other species grow extremely long main roots.
Extending dozens of meters underground in search of groundwater.
Their most recognizable adaptation is the presence of spines. These spines are actually modified leaves. This transformation dramatically reduces the plant's surface area and minimizes water loss through transpiration. At the same time, the spines provide an effective defense system against thirsty animals. However, their most intelligent secret lies in the way they breathe. Most plants open tiny pores known as stomata during the day to absorb carbon dioxide. In the desert, however, doing so would be almost suicidal. Desert succulents have completely reversed this cycle. Throughout the long, scorching day, they keep all their stomata tightly closed. At night, when temperatures are cooler, they open their stomata to breathe in carbon dioxide
and store it in the form of an acidic compound.
When morning arrives, they close their stomata again. They then release carbon dioxide from the stored compound and carry out photosynthesis inside their tissues without losing a single drop of water.
By transforming themselves into water-filled fortresses, these plants have demonstrated that even under the harshest conditions,
in the Sahara Desert, there is a tree that does not merely survive with extraordinary resilience.
It also creates an entire ecosystem around itself. That tree is the acacia.
One famous example was the tree of Tenere, an acacia tree once known as the most isolated tree in the world.
For decades, it was the only tree within a radius of more than 400 kilometers. Its existence was a miracle, a symbol of the power of life. So what was the acacia tree's secret?
The answer lies deep beneath the ground.
The acacia possesses an ingenious dual root system. It has an extremely long central taproot that can extend dozens of meters underground in search of groundwater.
When people dug a well near the tree of Tenere, they discovered that the groundwater was located at a depth of more than 35 meters. It is believed that the roots of this extraordinary tree reached all the way down to that vital source of water. At the same time, the acacia also has a wide network of secondary roots located just beneath the surface. These roots allow it to take advantage of nighttime moisture.
And brief, passing rainstorms.
To reduce water loss, acacia leaves are divided into numerous tiny leaflets,
decreasing the surface area exposed to the hot, dry air. Naturally, the tree is also equipped with sharp thorns for protection.
But the role of the acacia extends far beyond its own survival.
In the middle of the desert, every acacia tree becomes an oasis. Its canopy provides precious shade. Its fruit and leaves offer important sources of food.
Its trunk provides nesting and sheltering places for countless creatures.
The acacia does not merely exist. It creates life.
Tragically, the legendary tree of Tenere was knocked down by a truck in 1973. But its legacy, and the legacy of thousands of other acacia trees, remains.
They stand like silent green beacons,
proving that life is not only about struggle, but also about support, cooperation, and creation. Throughout our journey, one undeniable truth has emerged. The Sahara is not a dead land. It is a magnificent stage where some of the most astonishing survival dramas on Earth unfold every day. We have seen the Bactrian camel with a mobile water-producing facility on its back. The jerboa with its nearly perfect recycling kidneys. And the Fennec fox with its masterfully designed cooling ears. We have uncovered the secrets of the Addax antelope and its color-changing coat. Succulent plants and their reversed photosynthetic cycle. And the acacia tree, an engineer that creates life around itself. Every creature tells a different story. But they all carry the same message. Life possesses an almost limitless ability to adapt. When faced with conditions that appear impossible, evolution did not surrender. Instead, it created solutions so intelligent that they almost seem unimaginable. Nature always finds a way. The Sahara's masters of living without water are a powerful reminder of the resilience, creativity, and hidden beauty found within the struggle for survival. They teach us that even when we face the greatest challenges, there is always a path forward. A solution that allows us to rise, adapt, and grow.
Which survival master impressed you the most? Was it the camel, the ship of the desert?
The Jerboa, the recycling champion? or another extraordinary wonder?
Let us know what you think in the comments below.
Do not forget to press like if you learned something new.
Share this video, and most importantly, subscribe to the channel,
so that you can join us as we explore more of the natural world's astonishing mysteries. We will see you again in our next adventure.